When did you feel a felt sense of love with your dad or your mom? Did you
Yeah.
ever feel, what were you doing and when did that occur?
I mean, I felt loved by both. Like
Feel for you.
I remember I just really liked reading, and my dad would just pour all these books, give me all these books, bought me a typewriter for my like for Christmas and whatever.
Did y'all do stuff together?
I mean, he encouraged me writing. We didn't really do things together, but he encouraged, I felt seen, right?
Yeah.
Because often I felt invisible as a child, right? So, but like being seen as smart, even though I didn't make good grades, being seen as like creative, made me feel good,
Yeah.
Yeah. And with my mom, I was just sharing this story. Like she worked all the time. It was really hard for her to show love because she didn't receive love as a child, nor did my father.
Yeah.
Right. So neither one of these parents both come from, they are trauma bonding, although they didn't know it. They came from really hard families that didn't really love them or know how to show love. My mom's family was incredibly abusive, and as my father's.
And then put PTSD on that.
And then, but
yeah.
like the war,
Yeah.
right? And so, neither one of them knew how to show love. But one day, my mother came home at 3:00 in the morning from third shift. That was her break because she was working third shift, and I had my friends in my closet. Nobody was allowed to come over, but they were hiding. And I'm like, hey, Mom, how's it going? Can I make you a sandwich? Da, 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 da. And my mom was so happy to see me, so kind. She was so relaxed. I'd never seen her relaxed before. She was actually laughing at some of at me, but in a fun way, and so her relax was, I felt loved.
You felt loved.
Yeah. She worked so hard, but, I see my mom once a week now. Like I feel love from her all the time, but
when you were a kid, it was scarce commodity.
it was,
I mean, obviously the work
yeah,
she's doing is love.
right.
This being a breadwinner, making sure the light's on and there's food in the, and that's harder for a child to understand when they just want a felt sense of love, like to connect, to be seen.
It's true. But then I would almost argue that is not real love, right? So there's
you say that, what is not real love?
To just be a provider.
Oh yeah.
Do you know?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I had depression during COVID and I've got 2 daughters and I was providing and my dad provided and there was a lack of engagement, a lack of participation, a lack of
being present.
The investment in connection is paying attention.
Right.
You pay attention.
Exactly.
That's your investment into connection and intimacy. Yeah, and I've I had opportunities then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But your awareness of it now is good.
Yeah.
Though. I mean, there's I was reading in one of Thich Nhat Hanh's book is that, it was about a couple and he was always working to provide for his love, because he loved her so much. And eventually they got divorced and, and he's like, how could you do this to me? I did all of this for her. And I was like, well, you didn't water the seeds of connection. You didn't pay attention.
That's paying attention.
Yeah.
That's being present and
yeah.
You could probably work less and
get more.
Be with someone who doesn't care about whatever the fancy stuff, the extra work brings, and be present. Give the love.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's a balance. There's a middle way, clearly.